At the end of the day, it comes down to you, your vision, and your willingness to challenge the bees.
Very interesting. What about you, Pamela? What is your take on this?
You know, I listened to all the messages on the social media, and I was struck by something, and it's not something that we have not experienced. If you rely on the government to do things for you, especially in Africa, it's never going to happen. Success really, like we said at the beginning of the show, is really having a vision and pursuing it against all odds, like Angel's book says, because in the midst of all that chaos and all the depravity back home, there are success stories. In order to be successful, you have to be resourceful. You have to think about what is around you, because when you are not resourceful, sometimes it's not the money you need, sometimes it's having a good business plan, sometimes it's being able to recognize opportunities and leverage, and more importantly, it's about persistence, changing your mindset and saying to yourself, I will make it regardless of my circumstance. When you have that mindset, then you find out that you begin to find those opportunities, doors begin to open for you. It doesn't happen overnight. I can say, yes, back home, maybe loans are difficult to come by, and you know, interest rates are skyrocketed. But let me tell you something. Immigrant Magazine has really not survived based on loans. It has survived out of pure purpose. Follow your purpose, and you follow your purpose, and you are doing it and feeling fulfillment, you will stand out. And once you stand out, the resources will begin to come, because you will be able to identify those resources. So it's really important that, yes, back home things are challenging, but we all come from there, and that's why we can speak on this topic. Say to yourself, what am I going to do? What is it that I must do? When you say it's something that you must do, regardless of rain or shine, you will find yourself accomplishing it. So we have to change the mindsets of the young people back home, and anybody that just wants to be successful. Take advantages of what opportunities are shining. Sometimes you're passionate about something, but it may not be what will take you to the next level. So you need to find the vehicle that will take you to your ultimate destination. So in other words, what I'm saying is, be resourceful to yourself. Lack of resourcefulness is the worst thing that can happen to you. Find a resource. It could be in partnering with someone, in sharing your vision with someone, or in, you know, collaboration is very important. Collaborate with maybe institutions. Donate your time. Be a volunteer sometime somewhere, and before you know it, someone will notice you. You need to stand out, and you need to say to yourself, I am not going to be the normal. I'm not going to be the norm. I'm going to do this so well that nobody else can do it for me. I'm going to dominate. Even back home, that is possible. We are not where we are here in the United States because we are here in the United States. Trust me. These are millions and hundreds of millions of people, and you have to stand out in that crowd. How do you stand out in that crowd? So if you can find what it is that you love to do, because you cannot be successful if you're not passionate. If you have passion, it will fuel you, and you will not say no. You will find yourself driven. You have to have drive. You have to wake up every morning. Another thing is discipline. Sometimes we lack discipline. If we don't have discipline that propels us to greatness, we cannot succeed. When I left Cameroon because I was frustrated by the system. That is true. I was frustrated by the social structures. I was frustrated that I didn't have institutions that could make me realize my purpose. I told my parents that I wanted to leave Cameroon. They did not believe me, and I said to them, I will find a way. And I took it one day at a time. And because I believed in that dream, I believed in that vision that I set for me. Listen, I didn't come from a family that said to me, hey, Pamela, we want to send you to the United States. I'm the oldest of 6 children. I'm speaking to any young girl or young man out there. I am the oldest of 6 children. My parents could not afford to send me to the United States. But I got up one day, I was in a call normal superior, and I said, you know what? This is not doing it for me. I wasn't happy with the status quo. And so I decided to find a way. So while I was finding a way, I continued to pursue my education. So I never stopped. And so when the opportunity presented itself, I was more than ready. So you just be ready for that great success that's waiting for you.